Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about my crypto investments. Now, my crypto investments we're going to discuss today are related to passive income investments. These investments we're going to talk about today are all earning several $100s, even several $1,000s every single month in passive income. Now, I prefer passive income over any other type of income. And I prefer passive income investments over, say, for example, just holding Bitcoin. Now, I believe in holding Bitcoin. I believe in holding altcoin. I believe in holding Ethereum. I don't talk about it a lot on my channel because I don't find it all that exciting. I'm the guy who believes that Bitcoin, without a doubt, one day will go to $1 million per Bitcoin. Not financial advice. It's just my opinion. It's my very biased opinion. However, I do believe that is possible. But the problem with holding Bitcoin is the only way that you make money is when you sell it. But when you earn passive income, then you can always own the underlying asset or the underlying cryptocurrency and make income every single day, every single week, or every single month. It's easy to diversify with passive income investments, and you automatically are decreasing your risk. So if you have a $100,000 investment, for example, and you're able to earn $10,000 a month, every single month you could literally decrease your risk by 10%, or maybe it's a $10,000 investment and you make $1,000 a month. It doesn't matter what the number is. If you can make 3%, 5%, 10% every single month, then you can pull that income off and you're literally decreasing your risk every single month. At some point, that investment can be fully paid for, and then you're able just to hold it until. This allows you to invest in projects that offer much higher risk, but at the same time could offer much higher returns as well. So we're going to be talking about 4 of these types of passive income crypto investments that I have right now. My crypto investments focus on passive income, and we're going to put these in no particular order. This list isn't, okay, they are in a particular order. I'm going to put these in order from what I believe are strong, or weakest to the strongest investment. When I say strong, I define that by, that's ironic when you think about number 4, but when I define strong, I define it as has the most long-term stable potential. That's what I mean when I say it's a strong investment. Now, this list is not going to be comprehensive at all. If you want to learn about some more of my passive income cryptocurrency investments, go down in the description. Subscribe to our Crypto Passive Profits newsletter. Once you get here, put in your first name, email address, phone number, click submit. You will be added to our email list, and I talk about some more of my passive income investments there as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with number 4. This project is a project that I was very excited about when I got in. And each of these projects, I'll talk about how they've done for me so far, how I expect they'll do in the future. And I'll also talk about what I invested in the projects originally. So the very first project is StrongBlock. So StrongBlock is operating nodes as a service, which is a very unique sort of a business model that they're trying to achieve. The idea with StrongBlock is that you could come in here and you could set up your own node, which I did. Now, when I got in at the top of the market. Strong at the time were about $1,000 each when I got in. And so you have to have 10 nodes. It was just under 1,000 because I know it cost me $8,000 to set up my node. Now I get about 0.1 strong per day as rewards for running my node. I'll show you my node real quick. So here's my node, and I set it up in October. So I get about 0.1 strong node per day. So I get, what's that? I guess that comes out to like 3 strong tokens. I said nodes. The 0.1 strong token reward as a node reward. So I get 0.1 per day. So every 10 days I get 1 strong token. As you can see right here is about $480 at the time of this video. This does fluctuate. It seems to stay above $400. We can come here and look at 1 month, and you can see that it has been higher. It's been all the way down to 402, so it's been staying above $400. Now, if you were to come back and look at the 3-month cycle, you can see that it ran all the way up here to like $1,200. And it's come all the way back down. The reason the price has pulled back is because they've not been as successful as they've wanted to be with their business model so far. So it's really pulled back a lot, and a lot of weak hands kind of came out of the project. There's also been a lot of clones, but I'm not certain how many of the clones are actively doing anything in this space. Meaning, are they actually trying to run a business, or are they just trying to do a bit of a pump and dump with their token? I like the fact that the CEO for StrongBlock does an AMA practically every single week. He talks about what's going on. He talks about the development. He's pretty candid at times about how the business isn't doing well in one area. Maybe they're doing better in another area. He talks about what he's optimistic about. And there's a lot of new development coming for this project. However, I'm not certain if the underlying business model is going to work. At this point in time, I've been able to pull out about $3,000 of my original investment, and I'm just going to continue to let this ride. And every month I'm making I'm claiming every, whatever it is, every month or every 3 weeks or so, I'm pulling out about another $1,000 or so. And I'm going to continue to do that till I get out my original $8,000 in value. Once I do that, I'm probably just going to stack up the node rewards over time and maybe set up another node just in the event that this actually goes somewhere and something happens. But I want to go ahead and pull out my original investment first. But right now, this project, I'm pulling in roughly about a little over $1,200 a month right now on StrongBlock. But I'm not certain what the future is going to hold for this one. So we'll continue to follow that. Next up is probably my top earner by far at this moment. And we're talking about the Drip Network. Now, I've done an entire video talking about Drip. I'll put that link above. You can watch that video, one of the videos I did. I've been at Drip for a while. I haven't talked about it much on my channel until recently, but I'm earning really, really well with Drip. Drip is, I'm getting a little over $500 per day that I could withdraw right now. However, there's some unique tokenomics. I wouldn't want to withdraw that every single day, about $570. I can tell you that if I was withdrawing, I plan to withdraw only on the weekends. I literally earn 1% every day, and I hydrate that several times throughout the day. So in the next 24 hours, I'm going to earn a little over 8 tokens over here. Those tokens currently have a $71 value, and I just compounded them over here, and I withdraw on the weekends. Now, this platform, again, there's a whole video. I have a whole video talking about Drip. I'll link that above. You can watch that video, and you'll see, even since that video has been uploaded, my account deposits has grown quite a bit, ladies and gentlemen. This project, I don't know what the future holds for the project. I also did a video more recently talking about how sustainable is Drip. And I went into a lot of details on that video. It really depends on, can the developer maintain the token value? And you really need to understand everything that's going on. This project is a bit of a game, but it's also very high risk as well. So if you want a better idea of what they're doing and what the hopes are for the project, I'll link it above. You can watch that video on how sustainable the Drip network is. But one good thing about this project is it's the value is done well. I came into Drip. I've already got all my investments out of this project. I originally came in. I compounded for probably a month or 2 months. I don't know exactly. And then I just started withdrawing my investment. So I've actually got all of my personal profits out of this project at this point. So now I'm just riding for free on this project. So I'm just going to wait and kind of see what happens. Now, what I typically do is I move high risk money to lower risk investments. So when I withdraw, I'm not going to try to pull everything out of this project at all. Currently, my plan is I'm going to keep compounding. I want to at least get to 1,000 tokens. And then I'll probably at that point start doing, and I have 2 accounts. I have a smaller account as well. But at that point, I'll probably start withdrawing on the weekends. So, hopefully I'm able to pull out $1,000 or $2,000 basically every week out of this project. But for now, I'm not pulling anything out of the project, but I do plan probably next month to start withdrawing regularly on the weekends, on Saturday and Sunday, out of this project. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm probably going to take it and put it over into one of my other investments that we're going to talk about. So far we've talked about the StrongBlock. We've talked about the Drip network. Now, number 3, which I have not discussed very much on this channel at all. Number 3, we're talking about Axi Infinity. So there's a lot of videos on Axi Infinity, and I've not discussed this on my channel. But Axi Infinity is a play-to-earn ecosystem. It's a play-to-earn game. It's a fully functional game. And I plan to do some videos and some tutorials on Axi. I think it's interesting. I actually think Axi is the best place to be able to play for free. If you have time, but you don't have funds, you want to get started in crypto, you literally can earn $100 or more per month playing a game totally for free if you know how to do it. Now, you cannot come over here and just get started with Axi. You have to play for free. You have to become a scholar. This is what I like about this project. I actually have my own scholars that I'm working with right now. The way the scholars work, they have a great system where you can allow someone to play with your Axis. So I buy Axis. I can buy a team of 3 Axis right now for, let's just say, $800 for a team of 3. An $800 team, I can give them to a scholar. We do a split. I start all of my scholars off at 30% for the first month, 30-70 split, meaning they make 30, I make 70. What happens is after that month, I'll go to a 40-60% split, and I earn $80 to $100 right now per scholar. That's what, if a scholar does good, that's what I earn. Now, there's a lot of management that goes in there. A lot of people don't want to play Axi and they don't want to manage scholars because there's a lot of management. I mean, you've got to, twice a month, you got to make certain that you submit payments and you got to interact with your scholars. You want to help your scholars do well. But I think it's worth it. I mean, if I can earn $100 and within 8 months I can pay off that investment, and you still own the team and the team has a value. Now, what's interesting right now about Axi is there's 2 main tokens. The main token for the ecosystem is a Smooth Love Potion, and it is down significantly right now. And I think this project it's a good time to get in. A lot of people are complaining about Axis. By the way, don't ask me how to be a scholar down below. I have a specific method that I use to get scholars, and I will do some teaching on that a little bit later on the channel. So subscribe to the channel if you want to, stay tuned for that. You don't ever have to worry about how to find scholars. People want to be scholars everywhere. But right now, here's the problem with Axi, just to show you. If you come over here year to date, you can see it's been on a heck of a run. It popped way up here. At one point in time, 40-something cents. That was crazy. Over here, it got as high as, what, 38 cents, 35 cents. So it got way, way high. And it's been all the way down to 1-2 cents before. And we're back down to that 1 to 2 cent range. But there's a lot of future development to come. Even at these low prices, the great thing about the prices being low is it's easier to get in. The entire ecosystem, there's a couple of different tokens. There's the Smooth Love Potion, the SLP token. And there's also the AXS token, which is their governance token, AXS. And this token is down a little bit as well. That's not a bad thing to get in, because when the tokens are cheaper, then it means that it's also typically means that the Axis are also a little bit cheaper inside of the Axi Marketplace. Now, there's a learning curve here. You got to know what to buy and that sort of thing. But like if you come over here, just to give you an idea, this thing, there's been total volume in the past 24 hours, $6.8 million in this Axi Marketplace. This is the most successful NFT marketplace probably in the world when you consider daily consistent volume, and it's for one ecosystem. This is in the past 24 hours. There's been 50,000 Axis sold, of which I bought 6 of those, but there's been 50,000 Axis sold. If you look at the 30-day volume, look at this, $304 million in 30 days, 1.7 million Axis sold. So this ecosystem is doing really, really well. Plus, there's a lot of future developments. Like within this year, probably we're going to see some land play coming out. There's lands you can buy. In fact, the land's crazy expensive. You can see some of these lands over here that have been listed or people are buying them, whatever you want to say. Land gameplay has not happened yet. I'm not going into details on that. I will in a future video, but there's land gameplay coming. They've got items over here that they haven't given a lot of information out about these items. It seems like there's going to be some sort of crafting mechanism in place as well. There's a lot of development to come, but Axi was one of the first NFT games to exist. Now, I got into this game with it took me 3 or 4 ETH. I got in way at the top of the market. I didn't know it was the top of the market, but I got in very, very high. I probably had about $12,000 in USD value into this project. At this point in time, I'm still buying teams and getting scholars. I've got 3 active scholars. I just replaced one. I've got another scholar coming on board, so I'll have 5 scholars. I'm averaging about $80 to $130 per scholar. So let's just say, we'll just say $100. So this is a project that I think there's tremendous upside potential still with this project. And I'm going to actually take some of my earnings and from StrongNode specifically, when I make a withdrawal from StrongNode, I almost always bring it over here to Axi. And I end up buying another team, bringing on another scholar, that sort of thing. So we talked about StrongBlock, we talked about Drip, and we talked about Axi. Now, my absolute favorite passive income investment is my crypto trading. So with my crypto trading, I actually earn about 5 to 10% of my account balance every single month. And I call this passive because it is mostly passive once I set everything up. I set everything up with my own trade setups, and I program those trade setups in with another software program. And once they're set up, you can almost set it and forget it kind of thing. I still monitor it. You still want to monitor it, but it does really, really well, and it takes very little time. In fact, a lot of days I don't even log into my Binance account at all. Most days I don't log into my Binance account. I probably log into my actual Binance account 3 or 4 times a month on most months at the most, and it does really, really well. So I probably do between 1,500 to 4,000. You can say 5 to 10% per month of my account balance is what I'm currently earning right now. And I've been earning that now for about 8 or 9 months. It's done really, really well. I've scaled this up a good bit this year, and I'm going to continue to scale it up going into next year. In fact, I can go ahead and tell you my earnings on my Drip account, this is where they will come over here to just scale this up. To recap, and I'm going to be talking more about trading, and I have done some trading in the past. By the way, people ask me, can you teach this? Do you teach this? I have taught it in the past several times. I've probably in total have had somewhere between a dozen and 2 dozen students that I've manually taught one-on-one trading. However, here's the thing with trading. It takes about a $10,000 account to trade the way that I trade. It's not very hard to learn. Typically, it's a total of 6 or 7 different sessions, even 8 sessions in some cases, to go through to help you understand what you need to know to get up and going. But I charge about $3,000 to be able to do that. And I haven't been taking any students. I'm not taking any more right now. I'm thinking about doing it a little bit later in the year. If I do accept more students, then I will definitely notify those who are on our email list. You will get the notification first. So if that's something that you want to know more about when it happens, it's not for everyone. And it's not a project that you can, get started with, just a couple $100s. Now, I will tell you, the thing is, when you're going to the easiest thing to get started with if you have no money is to become a scholar for someone else to play an Axi. And if you're going to scale up from there, and then you got to understand everything in crypto is risky. And you got to balance out your risk. That's why I like to have multiple projects running. Now, I'm not going to exit out of StrongBlock at all. I'm not going to stop paying attention to it. When I get my return on it, I'll probably let it compound on itself and just continue to grow. Drip, same thing. I don't know what the future for Drip holds, but it's earning a lot. I mean, stupid funds right now. I mean, I could literally pull out $15,000 if I want to make a withdrawal every single day right now. And just in the next month, I could pull out $15,000. That is nuts. That is insane, especially when I got into this thing for a little less than $5,000. But the project has just done really, really well. I think for the next short term, it's going to continue to do well. Long term, I don't know what it's going to do. But I believe that Axi is going to do phenomenally well. Let me sort of summarize it this way. What is the project that I'm most concerned about? It's probably going to be StrongBlock. Now, what is my top earner? Without question, at this point in time, it's Drip. Which project do I think has the most long-term potential? Hands down, right now, it's Axi Infinity. And the entire play to earn space is very interesting. I've not talked about it a lot on this channel, but I think Axi is the leader in the play to earn space for now. There are other companies and stuff that I'm watching very, very closely, but for now, I think Axi is the current leader with the most upside potential and the most established team with proven results, specifically in the crypto play to earn space. But there are other teams out there that are very, very good that I'm continuing to watch, and I'll be sharing them with you more on this channel in future videos as well. What of these investments is hands down my favorite? It's not a single investment, but it's my trading account. My trading account, hands down, is my favorite investment. I believe that it's the one that is going to, if Axi fails, if Drip fails, if Strong fails, you're going to always be able to trade cryptocurrency. And as volatile as the cryptocurrency market is, there's tremendous amount of opportunity in this space. So these have been my 4 passive income crypto investments, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you watching this video. Do me a favor, if you've liked this content, smash that like button and stay tuned. I've got a lot more for you. Next up, I've got a video that we're going to be talking about Axi Infinity. Thank you for watching. Decentralized cryptocurrency equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.